Hi everyone, I will be with you in 1 minute. Okay. Hi JD, hi Beatrice, Janet, Craig, Deborah, Lily, Beatrice. Oh, I said hi to Beatrice already. Carolyn, welcome everyone. Thank you for joining me. Hi Nikki. Uh, Before I go any further, let me say hi and thank you to the chat monitors. I really appreciate your help. And if you are not a subscriber, hi Ronald, hi Denise, please consider subscribing. I would appreciate it, and also tap on the notification button in order for you to be notified when I'm online or when I post a video, which is rarely these days. Uh, Today is the 4th. I mean, I'm not surprised. Like I told everyone, I didn't feel anything was going to happen because there are so many of those people who thought they were invincible. They went to the Capitol and they thought they were, they were called by the president to stop the count. Unfortunately for them, they are being arrested now, scooped up, and being turned into the police by even their families. And the guy, I believe they call him the QAnon shaman. This guy is about to lose his mind, it feels like to me, because I saw a picture of him this morning. I didn't recognize him. Not that he changed very much, but it's just like since he was not wearing that funny hat, so-called shaman, I didn't recognize him. But he's complaining, saying it wasn't his fault and all these things. And you guys, I don't know if you recall, before this whole thing went down, I said, oh no, right after it went down, I said a lot of them were going to be sorry for taking part in that. And whatever it is they went in there to do, well, I feel I was correct. Saying that, I predicted that Trump would be served with some kind of paper. Well, according to the news on February or something to that effect, I'm not quite sure exactly when. The gentleman, the representative who's suing him over all. Thank you very much, Lisa Rivas, for your generosity and the super chat. I appreciate it. He's being sued. The person from the congressman, okay, and the NAACP. Well, they served him, by the way. Okay, that's number one. And number two, I believe I said it yesterday. And by the way, they're going to win. That's my prediction. And the DA in Fulton County will go after Trump. Okay, she's sitting a grand jury. I don't know how this works. So the DA, that's the best way I know to say it, has a grand jury, and investigation is on the way. And yes. You add that to the Trump's docket, so to speak. And yes, he's very concerned about all those things. He can play hardball if he wants to. I'm telling you guys, my prediction is Trump will beg at the right time. Yeah, because things are going to get very bad for him. And I feel this guy, the he's a big headache to, I mean, when it comes to security people, it feels like to me. Okay. Uh, and also his entire family, they are arrogant. And some of the things that they do, I am confusing his kids with him. But there is an issue that's going on behind the scenes that we are not aware of. They are a headache to the Secret Service. That's the way I am getting it. And don't be surprised, it will come out. And also, I predicted yesterday that Trump's fingerprint is going to come out. Meaning regarding what happened, what transpired January 6th. This morning and yesterday, I've heard, and a couple of news, or from a couple of news organizations, that what's his name again? The guy who went to Russia, Obama fired him. I'm going to watch the screen for someone to tell me his name. He wanted Trump to declare an emergency and get the military involved. His brother is still in the military. You guys know who I am talking about. I'm seeing his face, but I can't recall his name, but I'll tell you his name if I see it on the screen, or if Flynn, thank you very much, Salome. Flynn's brother, someone asked me once, because I still remember it, I said I didn't see him involved because I saw he was very worried about his military career. And guess what, you guys? This gentleman was supposed to be promoted. That's why I said I didn't see him being involved, because he was concerned about his career and all of that. It's because he was supposed to be promoted or something like that. That's why I was getting that. It seemed like he was involved. Well, he can kiss that promotion goodbye now. Okay. That's why I was saying I saw him. It feels like to me he was playing. It's on video. I mean, it's on one of my videos. I don't know which one. But I'm sure some of you will remember. That's what he was concerned about. They didn't say he is concerned about it now. But at the time, I remember I said he was concerned about his career and how that would affect him. And he didn't want to be making decisions, but it seems like he did. But at the same time, concerned about his promotion. And, when I heard about that yesterday, or this morning as well, I'm picking up Biden. And if Biden has a negative view of somebody, instead of going out and say something really bad about the person, it seems like he doesn't even answer. He doesn't want to deal. I mean, it's not that he can't. He's not like Trump. He's not going to. But to try to avoid certain things, no. But that's his way of letting people who know him that it's not even worth his time talking about. I don't feel Flynn is going to get his promotion. Okay, that's what he was worried about when I was asked. Yes, it seemed like he was more involved in the decision making at that time than I anticipated, because I could tell he was concerned. And you know something? Again, someone else who fell for the Trump baloney, because he gets people to do his biddings for him. And Trump possibly went to Michael Flynn, to his brother, Okay. And remember what I said yesterday, Trump's fingerprint is going to be found all over this thing? Well, she claimed another victim, Michael Flynn's brother. He's not going to get the promotion, and I would be surprised if that's the only thing that happens, because he and other people in charge delayed the response to the insurrection, and it was Trump behind this whole thing, guys. But my prediction is he's not going to get that promotion, and I wouldn't be surprised if he finds himself into some legal issues. Now, if you remember, a while back, I said Elizabeth Cho, would have some legal issues, and someone asked me as well, was she going to go to jail? I didn't see jail. Guess what? I'm sure some of you have heard that she was referred to DOJ to be criminally investigated. And of course, Barr was there, and they didn't investigate her. That's another one of my predictions. I feel that's coming. I don't know how they're going to handle it now. But I remember vividly saying that McConnell will be humiliated. This is not going to be very good for McConnell, because the truth is going to come out. Whatever she did is going to come out. It's going to be very embarrassing. And she doesn't like it very much, by the way. For her to be under the microscope, she can't handle it well. The other thing is they expected Trump, with all the tricks that they were pulling behind the scenes. She knows what her husband does, and the operatives that he's in contact with, what they do if they want to win an election. They thought Trump was going to be able to squeak by. Unfortunately for them, they did not expect the surge on the number of people who came out to vote. And it was impossible to pull off. Yeah, she's going to have some legal issues, like I predicted a long time ago, and as I feel recently someone else asked me. The number of people that are going to go down that Trump is going to pull down with him is going to be unbelievable. Salome said something that caught my attention. Oh boy. Something about Republic. Yeah, the people. I don't see it, but. Miss Effie saying today was supposed to be another day of insurrection, but I told you guys it wasn't going to happen. Oh, Salami says, of course, Milu, but they lie and all those horror believe. Yes, horrors believe him. Yeah. The thing is, they all deserve each other because they all lie. Obviously, that's why they've been lying to their base for a very long time, Republicans, that is. And they created a monster right now they can no longer control or cannot control. Okay? This monster is asking for food and they got to feed it. Okay? So, yes, a lot of them are faking fear. Some are truly afraid because they don't know what they're going to do next, being in the position, from where they are right now. But too bad. This is not supposed to be a career position. In any event, my prediction is Trump is going to take down a lot more people than expected, at least than I expected. The other person I feel that has some stuff coming to him is DeJoy. I feel for some reason Biden behind the scenes. Biden is not going to, he's not like Trump, obviously. The guy was senator for a very long time, and then he went to vice president, and then now he's president. He knows how the system works. He doesn't have to break any laws or do anything stupid. He knows what to do. It may take a little longer, but as I am speaking to you, what I am picking up is the joy is being set up. And this morning I read somewhere that there's a group of people who specialize in transportation and they are familiar with the working of the post office. They are ringing the bell saying that the Joy's plan to change the post office is going to create more delays and a huge bureaucracy if he's allowed to execute the plan that he's trying to put in place at this time. So, but I don't feel that's going to have a chance to take root because as we are speaking, move is being made behind the scene to push him out. He's not going to last very long. I know a lot of you have been asking about it, but yeah, I feel he's done. And one second, there's something else another question I wanted to. Something else I feel a lot of people are talking about, and yes, I mentioned it, I believe, earlier this week, but I feel it's worth repeated. A lot of Republicans, for some reason, it feels like they are so arrogant and they have gotten away with lying to their base. They think they can lie to the rest of the country. And the power, the little power that they have, if they call it power, they are so used to do certain things, they think they are going to be able to squeak or get away with abusing those those, blue collar people who voted for him, who have been supporting them for a very long time. My prediction is by the time Biden is done with them, because I don't feel they realize what Biden is doing, but by the time Biden is done with them, they're going to realize they don't have a leg to stand on. The water is going to be right here about to choke them. Yes, Biden is going to face challenges when it comes to whatever bill he has, he's trying to get passed. Like he's facing challenges today from Ron Johnson, who's going to have interns read the entire bill on the floor. Yeah, we're going to have those delays, but that bill is going to pass. Among other things that Biden is in the process of doing. And something, the perception in the next year or so is going to be, when it comes to Republicans, and yes, they can go to Fox News and complain all they want. My prediction is that's going to have a very short shelf life. There's going to be a point. Yes, there's going to be a percentage of hardcore Republicans. They would always go to Fox and be lied to. But there is a movement, a shift that's taking place. A lot of Republicans are no longer taking Fox News and QAnon, ONN, whatever the name of that station is. They are looking for more information. And also a lot of people are beginning to move away from taking everything they read on Facebook for granted as gospel, as the truth, not granted, I'm sorry, as the truth. Okay? So there is a shift that's taking place behind the scenes that Republicans are not aware of. They're counting on suppressing the vote and doing all kind of crazy things to win the next election. I feel they're going to find themselves in major trouble. I don't feel it's going to work this time because Democrats have learned from 2016 and we've learned from 2016. We know what Republicans are capable of doing and some of their tricks. We are developing procedures and things that we can do, like taking them to court and win, because there are a lot of very smart, it feels like to me intuitively, people who are going to preempt some of the things that they can do behind the scenes to win those elections. One thing somebody said this morning on TV, I'm sure a lot of you heard it. The person was talking about the possibility of how Republicans can gain power is because a lot of senators or people in Congress are over 70. Anything can happen. And the governors that would nominate or name their replacement are Republicans. Yes, I didn't think about that either, but when the person said that on MSNBC this morning, on Joe, it resonated. But I feel we're going to squeak by. And as I am saying this, I'm being shown Texas. Some of those Republican governors are not doing the right things. And if you notice how much noise him asking the people of Texas there is no more mask mandate, and the guy from Missouri, and I'm sure these people, I'm sure they're going to get together and double down. Yeah. But their constituents, for the most part, will not listen to them. It feels like to me because, first of all, they've lost family members, friends, and they themselves have come down with this thing. That's very scary. And I predicted that a long time ago, that seeing so many deaths and some of them falling victim or family members falling victim to this thing and they got really scared, they will change their mind. I feel that's what's taking effect right now. And all that stuff is going to blow up on Abbott, that guy from Missouri, Norm, on all these people. I feel intuitively that there's a gentleman, he's a Democrat. He's in charge of communications. I don't remember his name. But he's pretty good at it. I believe he's from New York City too. In any event, he does a very good job. Thank you very much, Sherry, for your generosity in the super chat. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you, Sherry says you're awesome. Thank you, Sherry. I try. I feel Democrats are going to crank up their PR machine to bury or do better at what Republicans usually do. Because they've learned, first of all, they know, they understand that Republicans are not acting in good faith. And they know that the next election cycles are theirs to lose. So they're going to double their efforts to bury Republicans under their own. But first of all, remember, guys, I used to say that I said that quite a few times. They're going to wrap Trump around the Republicans' party's neck, like an albatross, and also remind them of all the lies and how many lives they've cost, how many Americans they have allowed to die, and they are in the process again of trying to kill more, like Abbott, the guy from Missouri. It's coming out saying Biden is calling his people of Missouri Neanderthal. No, he's calling you that way because you're making bad decisions. In any event, we're going to hear a lot more of those things. And they're going to be buried under their own, well, let's put it this way. They will not get away this time with all those, blaming others and lying. They're not going to get away with it. That's my prediction. And the next election, I feel we're going to do as well as we did, or better, than we did in 2020. And no, Trump, doesn't matter what Trump does. He can primary whoever he wants. Trump is going to have zero effect in 2022. That's my prediction. Okay. We'll answer some questions. Yes, Marjorie Chabono is saying, can you believe that certain governors have told their states that they can open up bars, restaurants, etc., and need not wear masks? Yes, that's what I'm talking about. And they'll pay the price, believe me. It's coming. Talk about stupid when Dr. Fauci and Joe Biden have worked so hard. You know, that's the other thing. These guys don't care. Okay? You know, the Republican Party, they went out and gave the top 1% of the 1% a 1 point something trillion dollars on tax breaks. We work hard. We pay our taxes. Okay. Now we are in need. They won't help us. We have nothing. But the top 1% got freebies with no efforts. Look at today what they're trying to do. Ron Johnson is trying to block the rescue package. Okay. And Tom Cotton, who's trying to block Garland from being confirmed. But I feel he'll lose too. As we go forward, they're going to do, they have become like Trump. They double down, even if they're doing something stupid and dumb. They double down, and that's what they're going to continue to do. And guess what? And I feel Democrats have their thinking caps on. They're not going to take it off, and they're gonna plan and act according to. They're going to do smart things as opposed to Republicans. They're going to continue. I mean, 75% or over 65% of people, I believe, are for the rescue package. And Republicans in Congress and in the Senate are saying no. They all voted no. So, yeah, they're out of sync with their own constituency. So these people, that's what I was trying to say before. I didn't mention this. People in the next election are going to remember who tried to help them, because a lot of them right now are about to lose their homes, or they don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. A lot of people out there are really suffering. And for these people to be doing what they are doing and they are multimillionaires. Most of them are multimillionaires. And they're going to send somebody $200, $400, or $1,400 to a family, and you're saying no? Are you kidding? They have no shame, but it's going to come back to bite. That's my prediction. Election time, that is. Okay. Susie Q says many Republicans didn't believe in COVID, but are making sure they get vaccinated. Yes, a bunch of hypocrites. Look at Trump. I don't know did I mention this? He got vaccinated in January and never told his base he got vaccinated. Can you believe this? Unbelievable. You know? Oh, yes. Jason Smith is asking, will George Clooney's documentary on Jim Jordan create enough of a storm for Jordan to resign? Jordan is not going to resign, but it's not going to help him next election cycle. I'll tell you that. And, yeah, they're going to be very tough on him. Okay? Lisa Rhodes is asking, do you think these reopenings are to make Biden and Fauci look bad by taking more lives? Of course. I think that's what I was trying to say before. I don't know if I made the point clearly. Lisa Rhodes, it's no longer, you know what I was thinking this morning? I was thinking standing by the fridge this morning, trying to figure out what I'm going to read about this morning, because as I work around here and I'm reading and and or think of things to tell you guys. What I was getting is us being pawned. Republicans are not about governing. We are a bunch of pawns to them. Okay, they will, they just use us. Okay, to get what they want, which is staying in power. They will do anything. Okay, they don't care about the country. You know, right now, what counts is two things are important for these people: money and power. And they will do anything to have those two things, just like McConnell. Okay? But he's about to take it. I said that a long time ago. He's going to be embarrassed in Congress. I did not know how. I did not know because it didn't even occur to me at the time when I said Kamala or somebody's going to embarrass him in Congress. I didn't know there was going to be a connection between his wife. Thank you very much, Anna Brown, for your generosity in the super chat. You are very welcome. Thank you. I did not make the connection because I said those two things. I didn't say them at the same time, that Joe was going to have legal issues and the humiliation of McConnell. Okay. But these people have no souls. They don't care. All they care about is the next election. Am I going to win? Am I going to continue to fleece America? It's all about money. And of course, with money comes power. So we're a bunch of pawns, my friend. That's how they see us. Okay? I'm not saying Democrats are perfect, but at least they try to fight for us. Nancy Pelosi is doing everything she can. So I got to give her credit. Okay. Joel Tilson is asking Google if Trump served subpoena by federal government March 3rd, 21. Joel, from what I understand, Trump got served something. Okay. And I read that it's from the congressman who came out a couple of weeks ago and announced that he was suing Trump. So, yeah, Trump has been served. Things are in the works for him to pay the price. Okay? So, hang on tight. Things will be happening. Let's see. I'm scrolling for more questions. Let's see. Joe Rosen, a.k.a. Cherry Path. Oh, hi, Cherry Path. Politics is an easy job for the Republicans because they're not doing anything when we have a Democratic administration. You're right. Right? They don't, like I said, you know something, Cherry Path? They still, even if it's a Republican administration, unless the president comes with something, they just recycle the same old stuff. Just like somebody was saying the other day that McConnell think he's going to use the same, whatever he did in 2009 when he thought he could prevent or make Obama a one-term president, because that's what he said he was going to do. Unfortunately for him, it didn't work out. But this time around, it's not going to work. They just keep doing the same things over and over again. Okay? So, you know what? These people have been in their positions for over 10 years. Right now, they know how to do just enough to get by. I'm sure there are some conscientious people there. Okay? But after 10 years, you know the job. You know what to do. You can spend a year not doing very much, or you just, catching rides from other people. Somebody's writing a bill, you put a couple of lines in it, and, but they know how to do it. That's what I feel. They're not doing very much. It's just the same old stuff they've done in the past. Somebody said something, and I never realized that Democrats come, they work hard, we get a surplus, they lower our debt and everything, and Republicans come and they, whatever surplus we had, they empty the coffers and they give their Republican friends like they did. They gave the 1% a 1 trillion point something, something trillion dollars, and put us in debt even more. Okay, it's the same stuff they keep doing until I feel that their base is going to catch up with them. Someone wrote this morning, I believe it's in the New York Times, the blue collar people have given their votes to the Republicans, or those blue collar people who gave their votes to Republicans, and they're not getting anything in return. And that's why I thought I would predict what's gonna happen. They're gonna turn on Republicans. Wait, when this rescue package gets through, the infrastructure package, whatever it is, they start working on it. People start working. Oh yeah, the Republican base, not the hardcore, not very bright type. Okay, those who can think for themselves. Yes, there are a lot of them. They will realize who's feeding them, and no, they don't want to go back to the same lie Republicans have been feeding them for the past I don't know how long. And then that includes Fox News. And yes, Fox News too. He's going to have to change. It's coming. Okay, friends. Thank you very much for spending some time with me today. I appreciate it. Again, if anyone would like a reading from me, the link to my website is below the video, psychicmilu.com, or you can send me an email. We can talk and figure out a time that's good for both of us. My email address is psychicmilu@aol.com. Also, please, if you watch and you like the channel, please consider subscribing, and also tap in the notification tab in order for you to be notified when I'm online. Again, everyone, thank you very much for spending time with me. I will see you tomorrow, same time. Till then, bye.